Alan, let's take a look at this problem that involves working with decimals on the number line. Now, we need to think about the distance between numbers on the number line. And we also have to think about the number of spaces in between the numbers that are indicated. Label the tick marks with the appropriate decimals. The tick marks are the little lines that are drawn along the number line here. We want to write a decimal number for each one of these tick marks. Now, to get started, we need to calculate the distance between two of the numbers that we see on this number line. We see a 3 marked here and a 4 marked there. The distance from 3 to 4 we can get by subtracting. We take the larger number, 4, minus the smaller 3. The distance from 3 to 4 is equal to 4 minus 3, or 1. Next, we need to count the spaces between the two numbers we've been working with. Not the tick marks, but the spaces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces between the 3 and the 4. We need to figure out the size of just one space, and we get that by taking the distance and dividing by the number of spaces in between. So we're going to take our distance of 1 and divide by the 5 spaces that we have in between the two numbers that are marked. Because we want a decimal here, I'm going to do decimal long division. 1 divided by 5 can be written in the following way, with 1 inside the long division box, 5 on the outside. That's the same as taking 5 into 1. Now, 5 doesn't go into 1 as a whole number, so what we can do is place a decimal point just to the right of the 1. 1 is the same as 1 point. We need to place a decimal point in our answer right above the decimal point in the long division box. Next, I can write a 0 to the right of the decimal point. And I can think of 5 going into 10 here. 5 goes into 10 2 times. So I write a 2 up above. 2 times 5 is 10. I subtract. 10 minus 10 is 0. And there we've done our decimal long division. 1 divided by 5 is equal to 0.2. 0.2 is the size of each space here. And that's the number, the most important number in filling in the tick marks with decimals. What we need to do is add 0.2 as we move to the right along the number line from one tick mark to the next. Since 3 is the first number that's marked here, I'm going to take 3 and add 0.2 to it. 3 plus 0.2 is the same as 3.0 plus 0.2. 3 can be written as 3.0, and 0.2 can be thought of as 0.2 if you like. When I add them together, I get 3.2. So I have 3.2 on my first tick mark to the right of 3. Then I add 0.2 more, and I get 3.4. 0.2 more gives me 3.6. 0.2 more is 3.8. And then if I add 0.2 more, I get 4. Because, let's look at that separately. If I take 3.8 plus 0.2, which is the same as 0.2, 8 and 2 is 10, so I write down the 0, carry the 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. Notice that I get 4.0. Well, 4.0 is exactly the same as the whole number 4. Now, as I continue to the right, I add 0.2 and get 4.2. Add 0.2 more, I get 4.4. And now I have one more tick mark to fill in here. I have a tick mark that's to the left of the 3. In order to fill in a decimal there, I need to subtract 0.2 from 3. So I could take 3.0 minus 0.2, or 0.2. To subtract here, I would need to borrow. 3 becomes 2, the 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. That's just to the right of the decimal point. 2 minus 0 is 2. So just in front of the 3, I have 2.8, and there we have all the tick marks labeled.